Hello, my name is Mehmet Wazari, and I'm a student of 11D class. It's my humanity project. I'm going to show you my project, and in this project we will learn the terrible struggle for oil and defeat the fascism. Yes, first Plan Pike. United States and France devised a plan to Azerbaijan and Azerbaijan SSR in order to cut off a key source of German oil. And after the Stalin started the winter war against Finland in 1939 December, and after this war, the United States and France started a preparation in 1939 September. To Soviet Union and naval vessels in the Baltic Sea, the plan involved seizing northern Norway and Sweden as well as an assault in Finland. The plan was turned down to the capture of Norway. The British and French governments wanted the confrontation between Finland and the Soviet Union to continue. This will validate their invasion of the Soviet territory. Operation Pike was cancelled due to the quick fall of France to the Germans and the threat of a German-Soviet alliance. USA and Britain's plans for Azerbaijan relocate Soviet soldiers from the Caucasus to Stalingrad and establish military bases in these areas, and taking Caucasus and Azerbaijan from the Soviet Union. Azerbaijan is crude favorable geopolitical locations for the main factors for Germany's invasion plans, and after the establishment of Caucasian, they started to establish a Caucasian Commissar headquarters in Tiflis, and also which Azerbaijan also support for this management. And Stalin gave the order for extraction and transporting Azerbaijan Baku oil. Why Azerbaijani oil is important? In 1859, the first oil refinery plant was built in Baku. The Noble brothers founded an oil extraction and processing business in Baku in 1876. In the Caspian Sea, the Noble brothers designed the world's first oil platform, Zoroaster, in 1878. The oil industry was nationalized after Soviet control was established in Azerbaijan in 1920. In the Caspian Sea, Azerbaijan market new large reserves of Chirag, Azeri Kepez, and others was discovered in following years. A major contract of the century of the production sharing was signed in 1929 with the 12 well-known oil companies from the 8 countries, and Azerbaijan also entered a new phase of the growing with this agreement. People of the Azerbaijan showed the courage and perseverance in the Second World War, and both on the battlefield and in the air. And since the beginning of this war, more than 600,000 female and males joined to this war, and the victory was over. The fascism achieved the loss of blood and a large amount of the materials of the Azerbaijani people. And when ended this war, more than 300,000 Azerbaijani people killed. The hard labor of oil workers. The year was 1941. Baku oil workers were in place as they had been in previous years. It was planned to dig approximately 900,000 meters and produce 23 million tons of oil according to the plan. However, the German attack forced the reconstruction of the oil refinery. The World War turned into an old war for oil. During the war, more than 500,000 Soviet Azerbaijan sons and daughters were sent to the front of lines in a life or death struggle. They fought in the war against the Nazi occupants on the most difficult fronts. Azerbaijani oil workers have also helped find oil fields in the other countries. The Second World War started in 1941 June for the Soviet Union, which one Azerbaijan also was a member. Adolf Hitler wanted to turn Azerbaijan to a colony of the German, and also there is videos and photos in Baku by the Hitler. There is a cake being eaten by the Hitler, and was a really golden dream for the Azerbaijan, the headquarters side, but also which one Azerbaijani people never didn't want it. Soviet Union Baku provided all the battlefield regions and the national economy, and hundreds of thousands of generators in the air, on land and at sea were fueled by it. Baku people gave the front of the nation as much fuel as was required for a swift victory over the enemy, legendary commander George Zhukov wrote in his memoirs. Yes, I have done my project work. Thanks for your attention. I hope that you will appreciate my presentation. Take care for yourself. Goodbye.